Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. This is season 3, episode, what, 10,000?
26.
Oh, 26. Wow. It's been quite the season so far, hasn't it?
It has.
You know, we went all the way through our 23-24 season. We still have one show left to go.
We do. Pretty Woman's coming up May 10th through 12th.
And we launched our new season.
Get your season tickets now. Bam, bam, bam.
At BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Boom.
And I didn't actually mean for our intro to be such a promo pitch, but here we are.
Well, that's okay. We got great shows to have. Hang on. We need to stop. Kevin, Bob, everybody just stop.
Stop. Collaborating and listen.
We need to prepare
Ice is
him.
back with a brand new edition.
Everyone, we need to prepare Will Elric for what is about to happen.
Will's going to stand over here in the corner and let you handle it.
He is not ready for the theatrical fireworks going to happen on this show today.
That's why he's going to stand over in the corner and let you handle it.
I mean, you don't take issue with my effervescence, my energy, my whatever. But I mean, you're literally going to have 3 people that could all ignite into flames all at once with excitement.
Oh, I understand. That's why I'm going to stand over in the corner and let you handle it.
No. You're not getting away from this. No.
No, we've actually got 2 great people that do so much for the arts here in Huntsville.
I know.
So much for theater in general. You know, Luz and Jacinda, they're both, and we're going to actually do it a little different. We're going to have 2 guests at the same time about different topics.
So I'm wondering, is this, you know, Luz is going to be talking about The Music Man, and Jacinda's going to talk about Sister Act, but then I thought, because in the last episode...
I should have brought my habit.
Oh, jeez. Jacinda, do you need another nun?
Why didn't you remind me to bring my
Seriously,
habit?
do you need another nun? No? Okay. I was thinking that the 2 casts should do like the Battle of the Network Stars type of thing from the 70s. How about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He just made me old again.
So what is Battle of the Network Stars?
It's a 70s TV show. Does anybody know what that is? Thank you. Everybody else in the room knows, but Will Elric does not. Not surprised, but...
Kevin?
Babies. So all the popular TV shows of the era, like Charlie's Angels or The Love Boat or whatever, they would get all these Hollywood stars together on the and do all these athletic events, and they would all compete against each other.
Like the Royal Rumble?
No.
The last one in the ring wins?
No, that was more 90s type of thing. No, this was actually some fun TV. And actually also there was a cartoon version of it as well called Laugh Olympics.
I remember Laugh Olympics. Because that had Grey in there.
I know,
and it had...
I'm afraid, I think it's in there. I think it's in there somewhere, but you know, it's always a messy thing to undo the latch and reach in there and you know, like, oh gosh, no.
So anyway, we're going to have 2 awesome supporters of the arts here in Huntsville on the set with us here in just a few minutes. So we'll
see if you survive.
I'll survive.
Do
physically.
Tell. You may end up in the pot.
That was last week's episode.
I know, but you can still end up in the pot.
So when we did last week's episode, you did not even get my thing about Chicken Joe from Surf's Up, did you?
I didn't even hear Chicken Joe.
Okay. I was just curious.
Should I pay attention?
You've probably never seen the movie.
Most of the time you say stuff and I just go, whoop.
That's what I thought.
I thought so.
Okay, so we will see you guys in just a few minutes with a lot of energy going on up here.
From the big screen to the Broadway stage, Pretty Woman the Musical. Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Think about what Huntsville would look like without the Von Braun Center.
It's such a home base to so many events. It's a moment when you're coming, and it's an experience that we're cultivating.
Join us over the next year as we celebrate the VBC being your place through time. Buying or selling your home? Why not trust a legend? Huntsville native Karen Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will,
And I'm Andrew. Good morning.
and she has an awesome Golden Girls dress on.
Thank you for being a friend.
Boy, we are friends, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So, you guys are, I'm
Apparently
sorry,
I didn't get the
Luz,
joke.
please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Luz Ladrillono.
That was rude of me, my apologies.
No.
Yes, but you both are here to talk about some very, very important shows that are coming up very soon.
You didn't let her introduce herself.
She did, didn't she?
No.
No,
He
she
just
didn't.
said,
for being a
he
friend.
just said the woman in golden.
I'm
That was your
Jacinda.
job. You messed it up. I didn't do it.
I'm still enamored with the Golden Girls dress.
It's easy to
It's going to be one of these days. I think we should just go ahead and energize and obliterate him now because he's just going to be like,
Please do. I'll sit over here and I can be baby in the corner, I promise you.
Poor baby.
well, I'll tell you what. Let's start with Jacinda, the project you're working on, Sister Act.
Sister Act with
Yes.
Red Mountain Theater in Birmingham.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, how cool is that? And you're in rehearsals, aren't you?
I am, yeah. We actually have dress tonight and yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. So you're playing Sister Mary Martin.
I sure am.
So
And understudying Mother Superior.
just out of curiosity, earlier in your career when you were younger, did you play Peter Pan?
I mean, no, I've never played Peter Pan.
You haven't.
I haven't.
Oh, then you're not the real Mary Martin, then, are you?
not.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
I know.
So, for anybody who doesn't know what Sister Act is about, tell us about the show.
So Sister Act is about a showgirl, or it's someone who wants to be a showgirl, and she is involved with a gangster, and she sees somebody accidentally get pew-pewed.
Oh.
Yes, and
Oh, pew pew. I thought you were poo-poo.
that's a whole different show, whole different genre of shows.
Sorry.
And she has to go into hiding in a convent with nuns.
Oh.
And it's about her learning to find commonality with Mother Superior, and Mother Superior also finding common ground with her, and also not get murdered in the process. And she teaches the nuns how to sing.
So then, does Mother Superior and Dolores, are they trying to keep from killing each other, or are they
They
trying to
are.
keep? Oh,
They
I
sure
see.
are.
Oh, so a lot of
Yes.
Oh, okay. My goodness. So when does the show open?
Show opens on the 5th. We've got previews on the 3rd and the 4th. And we run through the 21st.
My goodness.
Well, it's
Yeah.
great that we went back in time to talk about that, isn't it?
We did. But this weekend
Yes.
is the second weekend of
Right.
the
It says it goes to
run.
the 21st, right?
Right.
Yeah, it goes to the
Okay.
21st.
So who now, all the actors, where do they come from?
So we've got about a third of professional adult actors, and then it's a collaboration with UAB. So this is their first collab with UAB. So they've got staff from UAB and students from UAB.
Shout out to
Yep.
Sammy Sled.
Sammy Sled, local celeb, is playing Sister Mary Robert, and she's just delightful and wonderful.
Is that the Kathy and Jimmy Fart?
Yes, it is, and she's so magical.
I can call Kathy and we can get her down here.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sammy did Fiona with the Grissom production a couple of years before going to college. She's incredible.
Wonderful.
Yep. So it's just been wonderful watching these students have their first professional experience while working with professional actors. It's just been wonderful.
Now I know that everybody from Huntsville is going to want to come and see you in the show. I mean,
So-
did you have to like hire charter buses and everything?
I mean, they're gonna have to arrange that themselves.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm driving myself back and forth.
How is that, by the way?
I've listened to 4 books on tape.
Well, wouldn't that be super cool though? A big charter bus, all the nuns like down the side of the bus.
It'd be magical. It'd be
You know,
great.
I love it.
Yeah, it'd be
So
perfect.
I actually have
Singing
a
and
weird
dancing.
question. Why do so many Broadway musicals have gangsters and showgirls?
I think gangsters are delightfully funny. You know? Who doesn't want
Well, you got to have a bad guy, right?
Well, I'm just
showgirls.
I'm just curious how so many shows have the gangster showgirl combination. I was just
That's a good
curious.
conversation to have. How many musicals have gangsters? Everybody's stumped, I think.
Not many have nuns.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
no.
there's Nun Sense, The Sound of Music, Sister Act.
I think there's a couple in the producers, but
Oh, a couple. I forgot about that.
Yes.
yeah.
So,
Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, I'm so glad you came on and shared all this great information
Thank
about
you.
Red Mountain Theater and Sister Act, and it runs through the 21st.
It sure does.
So I need some seats.
Yes, please.
Tell me how.
So you're going to go to Red Mountain's website, which is redmountaintheater.com, or their Facebook page.
I'm sorry, .com? Was that a dirty word?
Maybe.
Oh.
Or org.
Just Google it.
Just look for Red Mountain Theater Company
In Birmingham.
so give us a little bit about your acting career up until now.
Ooh.
It's been
A lot.
How much time do you have?
long. I started professionally in the year 2000, and it's been a journey ever
You
since.
started at 5.
Yeah, thank you. I did. So
You
long.
you did Annie, didn't you?
I did
At
for
5, she did
years.
Annie, I bet you.
Years and years of Annie. Yeah, it's just been a very long journey, traveling around and doing the things, and then ended up in Huntsville in 2016.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and hear all about you and what you have going on, and we can feel the love. See you in a few minutes.
Star 99.1 makes it easy to listen, win, and start your day with the early morning crew with Kevin and Miss Josie. Search WAHR Star 99.1 and download our free app to listen. The early morning crew with Kevin and Miss Josie. Weekdays 5 to 9 on Star 99.1. The brand new Broadway season. Stellar. Presented by Broadway Theater League and Oasis Inc. Welcomes Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. Clue, live on stage. Mamma Mia, the hit Broadway musical Peter Pan, Les Miserables, and Six, the musical. We're Six. Visit BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, toys, and collectibles in North Alabama. With thousands of comics arriving weekly, choose from the classics by DC and Marvel to the newest generation of heroes. Offering comics in every genre, The Deep has a comic for everyone. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
We've been rocking the Tennessee Valley for over 20 years. Rockin' 95.1 with Jimbo and Cassio in the morning, Shay Fox in the afternoon, Jack Spade at night, and Johnny Mays rocking your weekends. Huntsville's rock station is Rockin' 95.1.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL, the Spread the Love episode, apparently. Are you feeling the love?
Always, always, always. All right, this is all
I
about...
love you.
Yes. All right, Luz.
Yes.
We got to have a Barbara Walters moment
It's
here.
lose with an L-U-Z. Making sure.
Yes.
Means, or W-I-N.
Very good. So, one of the things that I love the most about you is the way that you bring so many factions and part of the community together.
I thought you were going to say your hair, because it's awesome.
And a lot of hair.
I'm trying to have a
Oh, I'm
conversation
sorry,
here.
I forgot you were being...
Thank you. I'm not being serious. I just want to talk to the lady. We're having a little kiki here. Is that okay? Thank you. Anyway, you've got this very cool project coming up, and I want you to tell us, like, the brainchild. How did it all come together? And then tell us about what you're going to do.
Sure. First of all, we are doing The Music Man this summer. So I'm with Lyrique Music Productions. I'm the artistic director of the company since 2010. So we've been doing a lot of productions in town, and primarily shows that have never been done here before, and also shows that's unique that most of the other companies probably won't do. And therefore, that's the reason why we're doing Music Man, because they said, let's do something different.
Which this is different for you.
Yes, very different, because last year we did Carrie.
Right.
Yes, Carrie the musical last year.
And tell us about some of those
And
other ones you've
Heathers
done.
the musical.
You did Heathers, and you've done 13, and
13.
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde, we did Bring It On, the musical.
There you go.
In the Heights
Yes.
in 2014. And we did Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I was very, very honored to do because, as you know, I'll brag a little bit, but I was in the original cast of Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame in 1999.
You're still younger than me.
1999.
You're still younger than me. I'm the old man in the house.
So that was fantastic. And of course, our Quasimodo was William Butler, who we all saw in Broadway Theater League's Anastasia.
Yes. Very proud
It's
moment.
incredible, yeah.
Absolutely. So what is going to be special about Music Man this time with you and in the community? What's going to be like?
I'm really excited because in July, we'll be bringing in Music Man, and it's going to be led by Steven Tyler Davis, who's going to be playing the role of Harold Hill. As we know, Steven Tyler Davis is with Fantasy Playhouse and has been doing fantastic work in our community.
Is he not just the Pied Piper of everything?
He's incredible. I mean, I will not lie that I think that's really one of the main reasons I'm doing Music Man.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So you thought of him as Professor Harold Hill, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yes, wonderful. So have you cast it all already?
Yes, we have. Our Marianne will be, Peru will be played by Erica Hansen.
Oh,
she's so incredible. And she was last.
Was that like a clump moment there? You're like,
yeah,
we're
starstruck. You may have seen her in Theater Huntsville's Spamalot.
Oh, yes,
and she was also in Legally Blonde, incredible with our production. And she's just a local star, and we're excited to have her again.
So why is it that the community aspect of this, why is that so important to you?
When I moved to Huntsville, so I'm an immigrant, and I moved to Germany. I moved to the United States in 2000, and right away I enjoyed I'll share my first experience of loving the community. Is I've never done community theater before doing professional work, and the first production company I went to, then Madison Community Chorus. And then with Fantasy Playhouse and Fantasy Children's Theater was just incredible. I saw how amazing these volunteers were and how happy the place was, how loving it was to bring all these children to grow into, to be able to follow their dreams. And not necessarily just in the world of theater, but with life, and, to enrich their lives. And it was very inspiring. And speaking of Red Mountain Theater with Jacinda's Sister Act, shout out, that's the reason why LMP also had started. We started with Lyric Music Productions in 2010 because I watched Red Mountain Theater's 13 with the actor Jason Robert Brown, who I met. And after that, I came home and I was like, we have all these incredible artists in town. So we should have shows too that cater to the teens. Because when I came, it was more adults and children, and none really for a lot of my students who were really incredible, who didn't have like really a platform for production. So that's why Lyric Music Productions came about, was I watched 13 in Red Mountain Theater and got inspired.
So why is it, do you think, that Huntsville is so known for Space and Rocket Center, engineers? Why do we have so many great theater people here?
What I personally see, we've brought all these talented folks. Lyric Music Productions have brought Laura Bell Bundy. We brought Kate Rockwell from Mean Girls. We brought John Briones, and all of them during the master classes were raving about what do we feed and what do the kids drink here in Huntsville, because they're so talented. Like, they're not just a little talented, they were mind blown with how much talent we have in town. And I really think it's because the life we have here, we do, that secret life that Huntsville has, that we have time for family, we have time to invest in their dreams, we have time to invest in what the kids would like to, for their growth, for their future. And so that's why Fantasy Children's Theater is so fantastic, because that they get to have their schools, they have to have, like, from childhood, have that platform to grow.
I know you recently had a kind of a reunion with John.
Yes.
Which he was here in 2003. I think 2003 is when we was here. What was your experience like with seeing him again?
So John and I go way back. So he traveled after doing the premiere of Miss Saigon in London. He went to the Philippines and we did a play, and then we did Miss Saigon in Stuttgart. That he was my engineer, and then he did that master class because he just got cast in Broadway's revival of Miss Saigon. It was so fantastic because he's now playing Hermes in Hadestown, and his daughter Isa, who's a Miss Saigon baby, is Eurydice. So it was just so fantastic to see them and to have that bring back my past and still see all my amazing friends be big Broadway stars. Speaking of, we also have a local that we got to see. We have Katie Broad,
yes,
who was the first person I directed in town. She was my first Dorothy in Wizard of Oz in 2004. And she is now in her Broadway show, Enemy of the People. And she did incredibly, like we were crying.
We're going to have to bring you both back very, very soon, because I know we need coffee, we need to have chats, we can go on and on.
Actually, we needed to cut to a break right now.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going to ask you two ladies just to stay on and wrap up the show with us.
Okay,
if that's
awesome.
Okay with
Yeah.
y'all.
Great, that would be fantastic.
We'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9?
The 80s, 90s, and more.
With the best variety.
Mix 96.9.
Fun and upbeat.
Mix 96.9.
The best variety of 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream?
From the big screen to the Broadway stage, Pretty Woman the musical.
Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, and toys in North Alabama. All your favorite games such as Ticket to Ride, Munchkin, and Catan. Trading card games such as Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Miniature games, Warhammer, Star Wars, Flames of War, and all the supplies you need to get them ready for play. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
The brand new Broadway season, Stellar, presented by Broadway Theater League and Oasis Inc. Welcomes Tina, the Tina Turner Musical, Clue, live on stage, Mamma Mia, the hit Broadway musical Peter Pan, Les Miserables, and Six, the musical.
We're Six.
Visit BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
And I'm Andrew. Good morning.
And I imagine you're still Luz.
I'm
and
still
you're
Luz.
still Jacinda?
Same.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, if you had a Golden Girl character to be, which one would it be?
Sophia.
What about you?
Blanche.
What about,
Robert, did you know that? She's a Blanche.
what about you?
I really have no idea. I don't. No, I'm going to say it. I'm a Rose.
Yeah.
I'm a Rose. I'm a Rose. I'm sorry.
And so, I don't have much connection with the Golden Girls, but everyone in the office tells me I'm the Stan.
That means you get a toupee. A bad toupee.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
So it's great to have you two ladies on, and it's kind of neat you being our last segment. We don't wrap up with people very often.
No, we don't wrap up with people we don't like.
We're honored.
Oh, thank you.
So we want to recap first your upcoming show and how to get tickets and where it's at.
Sister Act at Red Mountain Theater in Birmingham. You can Google, I don't know if it's .com or org. It's one of those, Red Mountain Theater in Birmingham.
You would have think during the break we would have looked that up.
I know. I'm terrible.
Where's the reason? R&D, where are they? Yep, you're in charge of that.
But it's real easy to find, and it runs through the 21st.
Awesome.
Okay. And what do you have coming up with Music Man?
Music Man in July, and that's with lmpstage.org. Once the tickets go live, we will let everybody know about that. And shout out to my creative team. I'd like to thank my amazing music director, Jackson Love, and our choreographer, Haley Benson.
So
It'll
do
be
you have
spectacular.
Trouble
It'll really be.
right here in River City?
With
Say
a
it again.
capital T.
Yes, yes.
It rhymes with
I
P, it
missed
stands
what
for
you
pool.
said.
Yep.
So they're going to go down to Ditto Landing.
.org. Red Mountain Theater.
.org.
.org.
So are you going to go down to Ditto Landing and do that number?
Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Okay, let's let
That's
our
a great
marketing
social
folks
media
know
post.
this.
Yes. Okay, now I'm sorry. With these two professionals, I've got to ask. Oh, I don't know if you're ready for this.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What's your favorite Broadway musical?
Honestly, I would say, let's go, I have a lot, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm like asking you to pick one.
But the one that would be very inspiring to me would be Les Mis, which is coming to town. And the reason for it, because that's the show that I was like, hey, I can do that.
Oh.
And Annie, of course. When I was little, I just had to be Annie. First Asian Annie.
Yes. That would be
Jacinda?
magical. Sweeney Todd.
Oh! Can I just...
Oh, you have to pay me now. I sang.
Can I...
All the union.
April 27th, 8 p.m. Guess what I'm seeing?
What?
Cabaret.
With,
yes,
my favorite little actor guy. He was in the Les Mis movie.
Yes.
Eddie Redmayne.
There you go.
And you gotta give a shout out to Caleb Grissett, who's taking care of merchandise there, one of our other local artists in town.
Wow.
Yeah, one of our first stars in LMP.
Wonderful direct connections directly to Broadway in New York, all this wonderful thing, and all this great talent that's here producing these wonderful shows that everybody can go and see and enjoy. Make sure you go out, make sure you buy a seat, and support these folks.
Watch all these shows.
Yes.
So, what is the favorite show that you have done?
Ooh.
I'm going to double down and say Sweeney Todd.
Oh.
Okay.
Were you Mrs. Lovett?
I was.
Oh my! I can feel it actually.
I can just see her taking that cleaver and just going.
Yeah, something about making pies out of people. So
And
fun.
what is the favorite show that you have done?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay. That's a pretty easy answer.
Absolutely. So you're not going to turn me into a meat pie, are you?
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
I was boiled a couple weeks ago, so I was like.
So I think if you don't go see Sister Act, you might get meat pied.
Oh. Well, just season me up good. I'm sure I'll be tasty.
And that is a pretty hard act to follow, so we will see you guys next week. And thank you, lovely ladies, for being on.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.